Hello and welcome to Big Brother's Bit on the Snide. I'm Lindsay.
This is James.
And we're live from the fake eviction.
Yeah.
Well, we're not. We're just in our living room.
Live from the crypt.
Yeah. So, did you enjoy the twist tonight?
Thought the twist was really good. It was a bit of a felt like a bit of a waste of a Friday, like because you're so used to having an eviction or something real to hold on to. But I do like the idea of the twist. Yeah, it's good.
Felt like Channel 5 wasted the £10 million they would have got from people ringing up to evict Wolfie. Right?
I don't know. It doesn't really matter. They've done what they've done now, so that's an end to the matter.
Yeah, all right. Well, let's not shoot our load too soon. Let's go back and talk about some other little matters.
Oh yeah. Such as
animal cruelty in the Big Brother house. Go on.
Well, I mean, I'm no zoologist, but
you're more a zoophile.
They've got. Right. You got a large rabbit. You got an emu.
Mr. Topsy.
Emu, which I believe is a bird.
Brian.
Can the emus fly though? I'm not sure.
No, they can't.
Right. What else they got?
Oyster.
An oyster.
Oyster card.
Oyster is borderline, and some other animals in very small cages.
Those three.
Very small cages.
Yeah.
And I don't think this is a good thing. I think it's obviously cruel for the animal. They could at least put it in, like, give it a bit of foliage or something, and
just to pander to Wolfie's delusions, and then to add insult to injury afterwards as a reward for passing that task, they give her a fish to fancifully fry. Don't they?
It's weird.
How can you be an animal lover and gut a fish?
Maybe. I mean, I don't want to come across like, a shaman or something, but maybe she thinks, it's like a gift from Mr. C or whoever the fuck she believes in. Like, he sent down these things. Not only can she speak to them, also she can fucking feast on them afterwards.
I wanted that emu to bite her.
You have to be careful with those emus.
Yeah, and the
just ask Rod Hull.
Yeah. Oh, and someone said, Ian Lee said that Jackie Travers looks like Rod Hull.
Jackie Travers?
Yeah, she's the mum.
Oh, that's cruel.
I know, he's nasty.
It's not even true. In the main.
Jack, whoever he is
is that twin A?
He's fed up of deep conversations. I haven't heard one yet.
I think he must have been in a different house.
Should we? Oh no.
Yeah, go on. What?
I was going to talk about Hazy, but is it even worth it?
Of course, it's worth it.
Go on.
This is comedy gold to start the Amazon.
Showmance.
First of all,
Cheatmance.
Yeah. So is she getting a bad edit?
No. I told you she was a wrong 'un, and now I've been proved right.
Why is she a wrong 'un?
Because she's just got this fucking look on her face all the time. She's just like Dan. They both think their fucking shit don't stink. She didn't even speak to Dan for a whole day after he got evicted. She just couldn't even be bothered to speak to him. Too busy writing little "I like you" on Daly's hand.
Oh, their code.
That guy. Code. Oh, she said she didn't like code to Dexter about 2 seconds beforehand. The reason Daly has to write in code is because he's so fucking inarticulate. He makes Sam look actually like.
I've got to say, their code, and we've seen a few.
Gash.
It was rubbish. They could, first of all, Channel 4 showed you what they wrote. All you've got to do is say, look, I'll put my hand up your jumper, which could be, depending on how close you are or how early it is, could be a problem. And say, look, I'll write on your back, and you just pull the jumper out, so, unless they've got jumper cams.
Just whisper under the covers like everyone else does.
No, they always catch that. And do you know what? If they can't make it out, they don't even put it inaudible, they just make it up.
Both a pair of arseholes. They've not got a storyline between them, and this isn't even a storyline.
I think she's got a much better chance of going further in that show than he has. He has no direction, no personality.
No, once a girl does that, she's fucked. He'll get away with it, she won't.
Well, blame. Babe, that's...
Blame?
No, blame society. There's nothing... some things can't be changed.
They can be changed, we just have to try harder.
I'll just ask Atari Teenage Riot.
Anyway, Wolfie was hoping people would prefer her comedy in the house and keep her in.
Now, she heard all the get Wolfie out thing.
Yeah.
Will she now think, oh, shit, maybe I should drop the shamanism thing?
That was the problem with that twist. Like,
yeah.
We should actually... Should we do that?
Should we do our conspiracy theory last?
We'll get to a good bit later. Come on. Hang in there.
All
hang in there with us. Anyway. So what do you think about the way Dexter's been with Callum? Do you think he's been a bit harsh, like not forgiving him for...
Yeah, I do. And now I understand why Dexter says he has no friends, because he
wouldn't let it lie.
As he said as well at a later point, he just cuts people off, that's the end of it, there's no more so-and-so. But I wish... It frustrates me, that situation, because he is being too rude to him, but he was trying to help Callum in a way. But it's because
Callum nominated him face to face.
Exactly.
And then Callum's like, oh, you got a problem with me? Yeah, I have got a fucking problem with you, because you nominated me face to face, you two-faced cunt.
All Callum has to do is apologise.
Come on, he's only trying his best. He's being honest, he's being himself. What more do you want?
He's an humble, what is he?
He appreciates your comments.
Hang on, he's a banker. He was a banker the other day.
No, he's like, is he a lifeguard or some shit?
Window cleaner.
Those shorts.
Whatever it is, it's a humble profession. Whatever it is, it's an honest man's game. Whatever it is.
I do actually feel sorry for Callum, because I think he is. It's too complicated for me to get my head around.
No, it's easy to explain. He's a good person. He's a nice chap. He's fundamentally decent. He's a bit of an idiot, but who isn't? And he's come in and...
He's lied on his tape, which everyone does.
What, about the 200 women?
Yeah.
No. He put himself across as like a cheeky chappy Jack lad.
Fine.
That's the only lie. There's no other lie there, I think.
True.
And he has been a bit more boring than he advertised himself. There's no crime in that. But the whole thing with him is... Do you know, I've completely forgotten.
Fuck off. Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
The whole thing with him is he's got a good game going on, and you know what they've done? It's like, because they're so full of paranoia in the house, it's gone against him.
Destroy you.
And what Dexter said to him was, you're playing too much of a good social game, you're over-socialising, and that was where it all started to go wrong. But that advice was true. He was being nice and genuine, but they saw it as overplay. You know, they're thinking with the Big Brother brain, and he's thinking from like a civilian point of view.
Well, I hope that's cleared that up for you listeners. What did you think about Dan's...
You can download it.
What did you think about Dan's meltdown this week? Did you find it amusing?
Yes, I did. But, again, as ever with Dan, it's always fork tongue, isn't it? You never know what's real and what's not real.
He tried to investigate a few different matters this week.
Well...
Callum
he's potentially got the biggest case of his life coming up. That's even bigger than you, Tree.
Callum, he was well hacked up about Callum nominated him, like going, you think you're a nice guy, well I'm the real nice guy. So pathetic. And then he was going, you don't like Gina more than me, you like me more than Gina. It's like, surely Callum knows who he likes more. It's not up to Dan to decide who other people like more.
This is why Callum is struggling. He can't win because people are telling him he can't say what comes out of his own mouth because they're such arseholes this year.
I think Charlie should back him up a bit more as well.
I don't like the fact that Charlie dumped her showmans over the 200 women thing.
No, wasn't it because her mum told her to or something?
Yeah, but still, I don't believe that someone would do that, do you?
I've been with loads of blokes who slept with 200 women, or so they say. Do you know what I mean?
It's not really a big deal.
It's just a bunch of bullshit that people do when they're younger. Who cares?
Exactly. It's stupid.
They're probably riddled, but you know. Look at...
you just insist on the test beforehand.
Look at Callum's tattoos. He's obviously been out, you know, in Lanzarote, hasn't he?
Oh, what are you saying? People's tattoos are more promiscuous?
No, but they're they're holiday tattoos, aren't they? Come on now.
Oh, what, you mean they're cheap?
Yeah, like that tribal thing and the barbed wire and all that, you know.
No, babe. That means if you go to a proper top shaman in the back of Peru, it'll tell you what that really means.
Anyway, let's not go to the twist yet. Let's talk about some other things that have happened this week. So the live nominations, face to face. I thought that was stupid. Like they did that too soon. Everyone nominated Dexter except Gina.
Right.
So that was good.
It was good in a way.
And then someone
It was a big sheep vote. It was a huge.
Which was obvious.
Yeah, it was obviously going to go that way.
But
there were a few standalones, weren't there?
Yeah, there were some weird ones. Like Sam nominated Sophie. And Sophie nominated
like
Sam.
Personal gripes, wasn't it?
And then Sophie was going to Dexter, oh, you make me ag and all this. Fucking dickhead. You don't like her no more, do you? Admit it.
Who? Sophie?
Yeah.
Okay, I do still like her.
No, you don't.
But I watched an episode the other day where she went off about Dexter, and I think she said something. She called him a fucking wanker. Not to his face, but near enough. And then she was going, I swear to God, I fucking hate him.
I know, it was horrible.
It was the level of aggression that she said it with that made me think, and those nasty bastard.
Those twins as well, the way they talk about Dexter is absolutely disgusting.
Those twins aren't human.
I fucking hate those twins so much.
I don't hate them.
They're so hilarious. They're so hilarious. Name me one funny thing either of those fat cunts has ever said.
That is a really horrible thing to say, and I apologise to all any
fat cunts out there.
Any listeners?
Oh, sorry.
With a high BMI that might have really nasty personalities. I mean, come
That's
on.
all of our listeners.
And if you're twins,
and us.
imagine if you're both twins like that, you think, right, we'll separate, we'll move to, you take the high road, I'll take the low road. We're not going to hang out together and make the problem worse.
What do you think about Wolfie's overconfidence, and she will defo make it to the final?
Almost unbelievable to think that someone allegedly so humble could act in that way and really, really believe that. That's a really bad error to make in that game. I mean, that's like a baby's error.
But James, she wants to be the first freak to win Big Brother.
You can't announce yourself. You can't come in and announce yourself the first fucking Grebo.
No freak has ever won Big Brother before, have they? No.
No, let's have a look. Let's look at
two transsexuals, one person with Tourette's.
I'm sorry to the
no, but you know what I mean. Come on.
Yeah. Well, no, I don't actually. That's transsexual.
Shut up.
Transsexist.
A blind person. Did he win, that idiot?
Yeah, that cunt, yeah.
Basically, loads of freaks, and I'm not saying transsexuals are freaks, but they're definitely more freaky than Wolfie, and in a much more interesting way.
Why is Wolfie a freak? Is she actually self-proclaiming her a freak?
She wears a bandana or something. Come on, Dan Giesling's got that shtick.
No, it's just the shaman thing. Shamanism. What is shamanism? Is it smoking DMT?
I think it's just
he's just
not washing.
No, come on, that's not a nice thing to say. I think it's just like talking nonsense.
Well,
she didn't do very well in that animal task.
If that's the case, then we're shamans. What do you think about Wolfie not sharing her fags?
I think it depends on how much she had.
It is like she's in fucking prison, and apparently she was lying about the amount she had. She's fucking
If you told, because that thing is the day after they had it coming, they had the shopping coming, so fags were on the way. So it would depend on how much tobacco I had.
No, she was doing it for a week before that.
But she was claiming she only smokes one cigarette a day. She needs one cigarette a day. Now, that's like.
Yeah, that's like when she said she did jogging for exercise.
No, but do you know how much tobacco she had?
She said she had £50 worth, and then she said it was £15 worth.
So was it 50 grams of tobacco?
She said it was £50. Then she changed her mind and said it was 50 grams.
Yeah, you're right. But 50 grams.
I'm telling you, it was £50. So someone watched it back on Digital Spy.
If it's 50 grams, that's a lot of tobacco. You can easily give everyone a little bit, and definitely have enough for yourself for like 3 or 4 days. No problem. No problem at all.
I don't even care about this. I don't even smoke. What do you think about Charlie constantly putting her foot in things and saying to Hazel, "You've stolen someone's boyfriend," basically?
Well,
You think it's deliberate, don't you?
No, I don't think it's strategy. I don't think she's
it ain't a very good strategy.
That intelligent. Did I say that? I don't remember saying that.
No, I said I think she's just doing it by accident. You said no, it's blatant. She's
deliberately rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. But I don't think she's like art. I don't think there's any arch kind of master plan behind it all.
That's not what you said yesterday.
Oh, okay. I'll take it back then. But there's something definitely not right with her. That's for sure. And I don't like the fact that she just dumped her showmans instantly. I think a normal person would think like if that would be a problem for you, you think, look, maybe I would just not talk to you for a day and think about it and talk to you again after that or something. You wouldn't just say outright, "No, I'm not interested in you anymore." That's weird.
Did she? We never even saw that.
Well, look, that's the way I saw that scene, but it could be
I think you might have just dreamt that like you did earlier when you started talking to me when you were asleep.
Well, I've been having some very vivid dreams recently.
Anyway,
but it's because I was chatting to a llama the other day, and he said had a few words in my shell, and
James, you don't even know what a llama is. Don't be stupid,
babe. Everyone knows what a llama is because everyone knows about Neverland.
Oh no, that was a monkey.
No,
Bubbles.
He had loads of llamas as well.
Anyway, let's get to the crux of the matter. So the twist. Now, I was worried about a few things. Now, I was worried about the crowd fucking it up, which they kind of did because they were going to get Wolfie out, and then Dexter and Gina were saved. Right.
You got to admit, this twist to carry it out well, quite a hard task.
I thought I heard someone in the crowd shout "fake eviction."
serious?
Yeah, but I think I could have just imagined it.
Yeah, see, Big Brother brain gets us all.
Yeah,
it's not just Marcus.
Yeah. Anyway, like when they evicted Gina first, you thought that was good, didn't you?
Yeah, because that's the right. If from a housemate's point of view, you'd assume that Dexter would be the most unpopular with the viewers. Because
what? Does that make sense?
Does it?
I'm not sure.
Well, yeah. You think Dexter? It's vote to evict, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Is it vote to evict this year?
Yeah,
It is. Yeah. So you think, Dexter's like a bigger arsehole than Gina.
Yeah.
So he should go last.
No, then it would be the other way around.
But they hate Dexter the most as a house. Yeah. He's their thing. So they think, in their minds, they'd be like, oh yeah, everyone agrees with us. So
yeah, true.
That's.
I thought that Gina took it so well. And then when she was evicted, like, it was so nice, like, seeing her there, and I just thought, oh, it's sad that she's going. And then I realised, oh, she's not really going.
Yeah.
She just took it really nice, and it was good. But now the big hole in the story, this is what we think, I don't know what you think, probably the same. So they evicted Gina, then they put her in the DR, then they had a break, then they showed us a little bit of the house, like 5 minutes max, I reckon, of the housemates going, oh, isn't it a shame Gina's gone? How awful.
Yeah.
Then, bang, they evicted Dexter. It wasn't long enough. It wasn't long enough for there to be an interview with Gina.
I don't think it was out by a lot, though, but I'd say they needed like at least another 5 minutes or thereabouts.
They got Detective Dan in the house.
Well,
come on.
Have they? Or have they not?
Well,
we're about to find out. Now, first of all, is someone going to twig? We thought we heard Charlie saying that she thought something was up at one point.
I couldn't work out what she was saying, if it was something about Wolfie or if someone else was coming in.
Yeah, the Wolfie thing did confuse them a little bit. But
that
can happen on any day in Big Brother. But, I mean, they've got a whole week to work out whether something's not right.
Here's what it really depends on. 1, how soundproof the secret room is.
Yeah, how far away
2,
it is.
if they have to go in the same garden as them or if they've got their own garden. Because if they start getting locked in a lot. 3, how often Gina and Dexter go in the diary room, because then the other housemates get locked out of the diary room when Gina and Dexter are in there.
There
sort
is
of thing.
that, yeah.
So it's like with the Michael thing, it's like there's a lot of things that
can go wrong.
Could come unstuck.
And it depends. I think a lot of it, this is very pathetic to say, it depends on the build quality of the house and how much money they've actually spent on it. But bearing in mind they have just rebuilt that thing. But you know, Channel 5...
Come on now, it's an eco house.
Exactly, it's all balsa wood and...
Exactly, it's bollocks. Anyway,
made out of old Coke cans.
When they evicted Dexter, it was just magical. Just like the way he reacted, like when he come out, and then they played Rolex Suite, which is like a real good tune and perfect for Dexter. 1 glass of champagne for me, 2 glass of champagne for you. That's a good song.
£121,000 bar bill.
Michael Jackson can't dance like me. Anyway, that's a good song. And then Dexter's like, I did want to go a bit further. And then when Emma told him, it was just like his nomination saved face, wasn't it? He was just like,
he was crying.
He was crying, and then someone like shook his hand, and you could tell he was just like, oh.
But she said they've been voting to keep you in.
That's true.
It's true, but it's a bit of a lie because.
It's not a lie.
No, it's voting to put him in the shitstir room.
It's the same thing, because they're still keeping him in and they're immune for the whole next week.
You think about this vote, why they put those two into those groups they did, which is Dan and Wolfie and Gina and Dexter, which makes no sense. I think if the vote just run free,
it still would have been them.
I think it would as well. I think it would as well. So they shouldn't have jigged it like that. But I think it was really unfair, and I don't reckon they got many votes like people actually ringing in.
No, I would hope not, because they don't deserve them fucking fiddling with the show as usual. But anyway, the fact is,
Gina and Dexter have got a good thing going on.
Gina and Dexter are a power couple. We want them to have it off and have babies. Although I do like Gina's boyfriend, so there's a conflict of interest there.
Yeah.
He was quite funny. And we saw Dexter's girlfriend on Bots last night. That was weird.
Oh, we did. We did see that.
We didn't believe she existed, so that was interesting.
And also, we had confirmation of the hall pass.
Oh, for God's sake. And then when they got Dexter and Gina back in the diary room chair, like Dexter's face, like he was just so shocked. And then when they went in that room, they went straight for the champagne, straight for the video. They were like straight in there. They didn't touch the canapes.
You're right. Straight on the strategy.
Yeah.
No time to, not even a toilet break. Just straight on the list. Because mind you, that is the most important part when you're first gone. To listen to what everyone's saying about you the second you're gone.
Yeah, of course.
You want to
but they were all saying nice things. They were all going, I'm going to miss Dexter.
Yeah, they weren't saying about Gina, though, were they?
No. Charlie said Gina got a really good reception.
Yeah, but they've got a whole week ahead of it.
I want to see Dexter and Gina in those baths side by side, like drinking champagne. That would be cool.
And they've got that now. They can shower properly. They've got all the food they want. That room looks nice. That's a nice task room.
But now, like looking at the actual house, like imagine if like Gina and Dexter had actually been evicted tonight. Can you imagine how boring that house would be? Like Wolfie sitting there, fucking legs crossed, like fucking and ahhing, whatever. Did you see it? She's just like sat there like chanting.
Yeah.
Dan's like obviously thinks like the public actually like him. Go on.
Well, this is it. If someone rumbles what's happened, then the whole thing's going to fall apart. But obviously the intention is that, well, Wolfie's going to be like a shattered soul now, isn't she? But
good.
That doesn't make sense because she's still in there.
Safe, exactly.
Exactly. So she can have mixed feelings. Dan is obviously a rampant egomaniac anyway. But if he really is superintendent, fucking chief, whatever of U-Tree, then we're about to find out if he, is super sleuth or not.
He's going to crack the case.
Yeah, because you know what?
He's cracked every other fucking case in there.
Exactly, he's all over fucking everything. What was he on about Wolfie? Oh, about the number of sexual partners she's had.
Oh God, don't drag that out. Anyway,
where were you between the hours of...
Anyway, here's two good things. So Dexter and Gina obviously immune this week because they ain't really meant to be in there. Then they're going to be immune next week. So the other housemates are going to be forced to put each other up, not Dexter and Gina. And also Dexter and Gina get to watch the nominations.
And we get to watch them interact as well. I think they're quite similar kind of people. They're kind of quite distant and cold and like... They don't really take stuff personally.
No, they don't.
But,
and that's the one bad thing about them being in there, actually, because if they do hear people slagging them off, they won't care, because they've heard it all before.
Exactly, but now the thing is, we've not seen Gina have a tear-up for a while now. It feels like at least a week and a half, something like that. Every day she used to pick on someone and just rip right into them. Now, with this, surely the intention is her coming out and doing that. But I'm not sure she will. And Dexter won't because he's not that sort of person. So
maybe Gina and Dexter will argue with each other in there. They'll probably get on each other's nerves.
I was thinking that would be
a good... Yeah, they will. They'll get on each other's wick, won't they? It's
maybe
obvious.
Production would tell them to have a row or something.
Is it going to be a whole week? Really, a whole week? That's a long time. I love watching the housemates watch the other housemates. It's just something that I really like about it.
Yeah, but you know what? It's like the electric shocks. It's like how many times can you use it and make it work? But the crypt was quite good with Anton and Jay.
Heidi and Spencer
was a very good one.
Yeah.
The bed sit was a good one.
How did they reintroduce Heidi and Spencer back into the house after that time?
I think slowly, like the gorilla. Because do you remember one come out and like they didn't really want to speak to everyone because they just
weren't they all shocked? Like,
they did it on the TV, didn't they?
Oh, I don't know. Are they going to like?
Didn't they refuse to come out? They just stayed
down
I don't know.
No, that was at the beginning. I wonder how Dexter and Gina are going to go back into the house. Fight night.
It'd be after the eviction.
Yeah,
and also they're not up for. Obviously, they can't go on this next round of eviction. So
but they can't nominate either.
Who is going to go up?
Well,
I think Dan could
Wolfie,
go up.
Obviously, I think maybe.
Yeah, I think maybe that Get Wolfie Out thing could be.
Callum, I would say, wouldn't you?
No.
Yeah, blatant. Everyone hates Callum now.
Because he's
Come on, he's only doing his best. He's only being honest. He appreciates your comments.
I'm telling you, Callum has got the potential to play a strong game. He had a good game, and he's got too much for him.
Here's the thing about Callum. Who would actually ring up and vote to evict Callum? Who could be bothered?
To evict no one.
No one. So Callum will be safe even if he does go up.
To stay, as long as he's not up against... Exactly, but I'm saying if it was, then yeah.
Mark my words, listen to this and
my voice.
Follow my advice. Do not vote Dan out. I know you hate Dan and I hate Dan too, but Dan is keeping that house fucking afloat. That house is going to be so boring without Dexter and Gina in there. Dan is pivotal to keeping that house going. What the fuck is that face for?
Because I don't agree with what you're saying.
Oh, go on,
I'm saying Dan has to go.
No.
If I was in, if I was in there, honestly, he sets me on edge. There's something not right there. Like
What about when he was crying on the grass earlier? That was funny.
Honestly, everything about him is wrong. Like you should knock him out quick.
Nah, keep him in there. He's entertaining. I want to see who he's going to interrogate next. I want him to get the waterboard out.
You have to be careful because if he said, "Oh look, I went to like I went down.
You said he was going to start interrogating that rabbit, going, you had a black spot on your left leg last week.
He does it to everyone, though. He's like Jeremy Kyle. He's like, oh, right, well, you said this, but then you said this afterwards.
Yeah.
Like, everyone forgets things. It says the odd thing that doesn't make sense. Everyone...
Yeah, but he's written it down in his notepad, your foot man.
He has. I think he's got some sort of like Robocop like memory where he can store what you said previously. And
there's so many dickheads in that house, though. Like so many Deadwood, like twins, Sophie, Sam. I mean, has Sam even said a word for a week?
It's no wonder they're so desperate to hold on to Gina and Dexter.
The only thing Sam said was spoke to that fucking oyster tonight. Yeah.
Sorry.
That show would be dead without Gina and Dexter. And my only question to myself now is, who do I want to win more out of, Gina or Dexter? Because they're both so deserving.
Are they though?
They're both going to give the money to charity, babe.
Did they say that?
Yeah, both of them.
Which charity?
Said that.
Is it
the Dexter like,
Sugar Baby?
The Dexter Sugar Baby Memorial Fund.
Sugar Baby?
Yeah, he's got his sugar babies. They're his girlfriends.
Oh, they're not the offspring of the sugar mummies.
And then Gina to her fucking hair extension crew, I guess.
Hair extension crew?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
That hair don't come cheap, that Labrador look.
Listen.
What?
If you earn it, you earn it. I don't really care, to be honest with you.
And fuck all. Oh, what if they win it?
All this Savoy talk.
Now,
I'll say staying at the Ritz is obviously very nice, £25,000 a week. But I heard the Savoy Hotel do much better rates, and I heard the breakfast is to die for. As long as you like Savoys. Who said that? Was it Wolfie? Oh, bots.
Oh, please. Anyway, we've got to wrap up now.
Yeah. We won't talk about bots because it's not worth discussing because it's no good anymore.
Nah, listen to our Big Brother US podcast. It's good.
Yeah, that's about a proper show made by real people. Yeah.
And follow me on Twitter, LightUpVM, and read my blog, Entertainment. I've been writing it and it's quite funny. You've not even read it, have you?
I've been...
I'm getting fuck all readers at the moment, you know.
Seriously?
Bollocks. I used to get like 100 and now I'm getting like 30. I think it's just because no one's watching the show, though.
Do you know what, though? Are you sure your number's working?
Natalie Cassidy style. Yeah, people think it's a vote to not read it.
I think you got the Kurt Norcross factor. It's just a fix.
Yeah,
it's a fix. Yeah,
anyway,
so yeah.
Do me proud, Britain.
Yeah, read along.
Big Brother Britain. That's what we like.
Yeah, the world's worst reality show.
Anyway, we'll be back. I don't know when, but when we are, we'll have a lot to say about D and G.
Yeah, and peace, love, harmony to all the animals out there. Thanks for listening.
And God bless Rylan.
And thanks to the oyster as well.
Good night.
Ta-ra.